Alright people, welcome to episode 9 of the Huddle. This week's episode is basically...
We're talking about Grand Prix weekend.
And other things, because let's face it, Montreal has no fucking frame of reference.
Right.
It's been so busy this weekend, it's unfucking believable.
Right, so this is one of the busiest weeks in Montreal with Grand Prix going on, the Euro Cup going on, Beer Fest is going on, so Montreal's pretty busy this weekend.
It's stacked.
We're trying to enjoy it and get drunk.
Well, I am drunk right now.
What a surprise. Alright, so on this week's episode, we have Epiman.
Yep, yet again, your neighborhood honky is back in action. I'm already...
Honky man. Never a honky man.
I will file your taxes.
He will raise your credit line.
And if you have anything to bring up to the government, just let me talk to you.
If your credit score is looking kind of lumpy, he's the man to talk to.
Get pulled over by a cop, switch seats.
And we have Matt here.
Yep, Matthew's in the house, a little bit feeling the alcohol. I've been drinking all last night and all this morning, you know, so it's been pretty good. At Matt Scorpio, as usual, on Twitter, and yeah, if you're not drunk right now, it's probably because you probably just woke up from your hangover from last night.
And we don't have Wolf. We don't have Wolf this week. He's probably fucking some bitch.
I hope so. Power to him.
If not,
Wolf spoon.
May God guide your penis into the vagina with ease.
So we won't hear from him until until he gives us some updates. Hopefully it's good. It's good news. If not, we're gonna have to
We'll just judge by if he's smiling when we see him or if his head is down. That's usually like the ultimate indication.
His head is down and kicking a can. Alright, so let's get this episode started.
So it's Grand Prix weekend. Saturday today. Last night I got really drunk.
How many days in are we? When did that shit start again?
I believe it officially started yesterday.
Well, Thursdays. Thursdays they come in, but
Thursdays the night light starts, but actually Grand Prix I think it starts on Friday.
Okay, because I didn't put 2 to 2 together because I work right in the heart of downtown, and I've been walking to work lately, and I saw the checkered flags and all that, but in my mind, I was on my way to work. My mind wasn't working, and then around lunchtime comes around, some guy asks me, "Hey, where's the metro?" I'm like, "Yeah, so you just take 2 blocks here." And the second I mentioned blocks, he's like, "Ah, fuck it," and he just walks off all rude. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, and then just walking downtown, just having to brush past people, everybody just being assholes. And then I was like, Grand Prix, they're in town. The dipshits are in town. This all makes sense. And it's like this every year, and I never put 2 and 2 together until I have to deal with the tourist douchebags. Hell, fuck, I think they just breached NDG. I just went to get the wine. And there's some guy with a camera around his neck walking in with a beer.
I find it funny. I never meet the douchebag tourists. Then again, I only go out at night, and I meet all the drunk people, and they're usually pretty happy. Like myself.
Yeah, I was walking home from downtown last night, and there's still plenty of that. Couldn't escape them.
Like tonight, I plan on getting extremely drunk, and who knows?
Another note, Beer Fest is here also.
Yes, Beer Fest.
Do they always have that at the same time?
No, I think this is the first time
I think they just throw Beer Fest any time of the year they can. Because sometimes...
Maybe just sitting around, you want to do it this Tuesday?
Yeah. I can't keep track of when Beer Fest is anymore. I just hear someone will tell me, yeah, Beer Fest is happening. I was like, alright, cool, let's go. Why not?
Anytime I've ever wanted to go, I was just like, yeah, Beer Fest, fuck yeah! And then I walk and there's a line for 3 blocks, winding around. I'm like, Beer Fest, fuck no!
Here's to hoping it's not like that. I really want to get
especially during Grand Prix, it's going to be a fucking double whammy.
Oh, but you're going to have a lot of people on Crescent and Saint Laurent just enjoying the terrace life type of shit and going to bars and pubs. So, Beer Fest may work out for us. Plus, it's a nice day, too. It's not like it's shitty out.
Yeah, mostly people are going to be outside and anything enjoying the sun. Whatever left of it right now.
See, nighttime Beer Fest, that's when it's going to be a slot fest. I hope.
You going with the girl?
Nope.
Her at home.
She's staying home. I need to get genuinely sloppy. I need to get Grand Prix weekend sloppy.
Just sit her down. It's like, look, you don't want to see this.
You don't know what I become. You don't want to know what I become.
Horrible.
naked protesters, I'll be the only one tonight.
Oh man, see, Beer Fest, Grand Prix, naked protesters. It's the perfect storm of Montreal city life.
I love this city.
And
Like, I will defend this city till my death. It is such a great place. It's the only place you can get such diverse people who love to drink all the time. And I mean, like, all the time. It could be minus 20 outside in the dead of winter with a minus 40 wind chill, and you will still see girls running from their car to the club in just the skinniest, like, the shortest of skirts.
Waiting outside in line.
Or waiting outside in line because they do not want to pay coat check. That's dedication.
Say what you want about Montreal. It's not boring.
I love this place. There's always something to do. Always something to see. And if you can't find that stuff, then, I mean, what are you doing with your life?
Oh man, seriously, perfect.
If you can't tell, yes, I am a bit drunk.
It's the fuck. There was a comedian, I can't remember who it was, but it pretty much summed up Montreal pretty well. Montreal is like the A.D.D. child of the world. It's like festivals.
Oh, we're in the beginning of festival season, and it's like, look, we have all the festivals coming up: Grand Prix, plus Euro Cup, plus we have NHL playoffs finishing off. Plus, we have NBA playoffs. It's like there's just so much happening right now.
The double dip of Euro
in
trash. With
Yeah.
Euro, the double dip of your Grand Prix and the Euro Cup going on.
Hey,
Overblown.
Hey. European pussy is good pussy, man. It's freakier pussy than North American pussy.
Yeah.
His days are behind you, man. You settle down.
I don't care. It's still a fact. A fact is a fact, whether I can enjoy it or not.
Facts are timeless.
Like, you know what? My scoring tonight will be getting two girls to have sex in front of me. That'll be me scoring tonight. And I'm just going to watch like a perv in the corner jerking off.
Considering it's Grand Prix, you're going to think they're girls.
As long as they don't touch me, I'm good.
So I'm like androgynous Italian men.
Oh, that's not nice.
Ponytails and fanny packs.
No. That's mean.
It's horrible, man.
Oh, but the Italian guys, no.
Like
That's
we already have.
Like Greek
we-
guys?
That's mean.
We already have enough trouble with the Italians here. I don't think we need
But you gotta understand, Italians here compared to Italians, they are not the same.
I know they're not the same. They're
They are
completely
not
different.
the same.
But
No, they're sleazier over there.
the ones here are obnoxious.
Are they? Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Jersey Shore, really?
No, but that's false. That's not Italian though.
Huh?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Guido, yeah, that is Italian. That is Italian.
That's Guido. That's North American Italian. I'm talking about like the Italian guy sitting around a fountain in like the middle of some courtyard, just being like, "Hey, hey, chiquita." Like I work with Italian guys in my company that are like fresh off the boat.
Yeah.
Like, they straight up hit on women. Like I don't know. I don't think HR means anything.
It's funny though because when I went to Cuba with my girl, there was a group of Italian guys there, and they were just at first they were annoying as hell, but soon after that they became the life of the party. Like, and they were getting girls left, right, and center. But it wasn't even like in a. Okay, no, it kind of was at times kind of sleazy, but they just sang them the same song, and like every single chick they sang the exact same song to them, and it somehow worked. Like I think
it's like it's one of those people like you hear them at first, oh fuck, it's annoying, but after you're like they grow on you after a while.
They grew on me because there were times where I was like the 24-hour open bar, so I mean I wake up at 10 o'clock, I'm drunk by 10:15. And you would see them wake up, in their fucking Speedos and shit, but they're singing their song. When you see them, they're singing their song, and you'd see them, you'd start singing with them, and everybody's laughing and smiling, but, 2 days ago, you're like, who are these fucking Italians? I won't shut the hell up, and I'm trying to enjoy a nice little read on the beach.
They started becoming like, hey, who are these Italians?
And all of a sudden, you're like, oh, you're going to the beach! I'm going to the beach, let's get some drinks! That type of life, but, they're good, man. I'm good with the Italians. I'm good with them.
Oh yeah, they share something in common with you. I'm a bit more subtle.
I just spilled my drink on me.
Getting your drink on, pun intended.
Literally.
It's gonna be a long day.
This precious whiskey, I can't put it to waste. I gotta put it back in the cup.
Are they gonna strain out your clothes and
This is Canada.
This is Canada.
Waste.
Canada, Quebec, you waste alcohol, it's the worst of sins.
Oh yeah, they'll throw you in jail for anything else.
Throw you in jail for less.
Yeah, literally.
Oh man. So
this cheese isn't squeaky enough. We'll make it squeak in prison.
Okay. Back to Grand Prix. So tonight,
no more Italian tyrants.
The one thing I can't say I love about Grand Prix is seeing all the nice cars that are in the streets.
I don't know. I was never a car guy.
I am though. I love to see the Ferraris. I love to see the Aston Martins, man. Everything. I love it. Lamborghinis. Oh, so beautiful. Though I wish there was a bit more old school American muscle on the streets. You know.
Yeah, I'm not.
Grand Prix is more of like a European thing than an American thing.
But I know, but still, it's nice to like every now and then you see someone coming up with a box Chevy, just driving it down, blasting this music. It's beautiful.
That's why I like it when NASCAR comes here. Then you see like
that's the American thing.
But it's nice. I love those like muscle cars. I love like, American cars and Japanese cars because you actually see the inner. You see what they do to modify their cars.
I would love to have a fucking Roadrunner, 69 Roadrunner. Oh my god, that car! Like the number, like the year alone lets you know how sexy that car is, man. Oh, turn me the hell on.
I want a Camaro.
Growing up around people like you, just like check it out, these rims. I'm just like, dude, that one looks nice. It's blue.
Look, I'm telling you now, there's only two things in this world that can make me crane: nice cars, sexy women. Okay, no, three things. Food.
That's called being a guy.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like when you see a nice car, you gotta show it some appreciation. That's one thing I love about Grand Prix. See these nice, like an Audi R8. Oh, when you see that baby, oh, it's so beautiful, man. So beautiful.
European cars and all that stuff, they're nice and everything like that, but I think that for their price, they're grossly overpriced. All their cars, especially like Ferrari cars.
Well, of course, they're luxury cars. They're not your standard.
I understand.
The economy, Jason.
Huh?
Don't argue with the economy.
Like these aren't cars that are meant to be driven the way a regular like a Ford.
You don't take it to do your groceries.
Exactly. Like you take this car out when you're going out.
But look at a Cadillac, like a CTS. That's a luxury car, and it's nice and performs well.
True.
But I see a lot of nice cars around.
If you could have that or a Lamborghini,
I'll still take the Cadillac.
That's what
I would honestly take the Cadillac. I wouldn't take a Lamborghini.
So yeah,
do you realize a Lamborghini has to cool down every time you stop it?
I have no problem with that.
It basically turns.
Well, I do too.
I gotta cool down when I walk out. I open that door like, woo! Oh my god! Yeah. Do you see what I'm driving?
Matt must be loving it recently. You know, you got the Euro trash in town. You got the protesters getting naked.
Naked protesters are awesome.
And working downtown, just like walking out for a lunch break.
Yeah, but
and I just see everybody. It's like I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Oh, just another protest. And I start seeing some skin, and I'm like, hello, what's going on here?
You cannot go wrong with naked.
Like good, attractive naked. There's a lot of people in these protests.
You know what? A titty's a titty, man.
Students.
Yeah, they're all students at that. So I mean, maybe you see one bad titty for every 5 good titty, like that. Then you see one spectacular titty, and you're like, made your day. You can't go wrong seeing a titty.
It's a solid titty ratio.
And if you're lucky, they're not wearing underwear, and you get to see some vagina. Oh, you can go to sleep right now. Wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, when they get like hip tossed by a riot cop, and then he just catch that.
I don't want to see him get hurt.
Like if they go that far, what do you think? What wouldn't they do?
The only thing I was thinking about, like when I was watching all these people, like I cut a little bit of titty, but I'm just like, man, how would it feel to be like that riot cop that just like punches a naked protester, or even just like has to take one down to the ground, like face first, and they're like dicks rubbing up against the concrete. It's like, ow. Dude.
Well, you make sure you don't attack the one with the penis.
Yeah, but still, like I mean, like what if that
you think those cops don't select?
But what if that guy's causing some shit? You have to bring him down.
They'll take him first.
Yeah, take him first.
You know, aim high, aim high.
They'll aim right at his cock.
That would be the funniest
thing. They'll aim right at his cock.
It was like, what was it, like a 1 pin per nut?
That would be the funniest thing ever to see someone get tased like that.
Right in the
that'll make
face.
you drop. That'll make you fucking drop.
Oh, fuck it. That'll make you scream. That'll make you squeal. That'll make you sing. Like James Brown.
No, more Michael Jackson than James Brown.
That's how it is.
Jabam!
Oh man, yeah, these protesters and stuff. It's coming down though. It's not as bad as it was, you know.
Well, now it's more it's more a parade than a protest.
Like they have theme protests now.
Yeah.
It's
No, it's really just a parade. It's just a party that's going on. That's just one end.
it's the cool thing to do. Why not?
The hip thing in town.
It stops them from committing crimes, I guess.
You realize since Beer Fest started, there's been less protests.
Duh, we're getting drunk.
They're drinking.
Look, I've been saying this so
They tried to
much.
attack Grand Prix. They tried to
they
off.
tried to get on Grand Prix, but the riot police came in.
Oh, I gotta say something. They already managed to shut down the opening day thing, like the show.
Yeah, the free
showing. So I mean, that in itself, protesters did something.
It's the worst of the worst.
And all these tourists are just loving it. It's just like,
you know what? Europeans love a good riot. Like they do. Like, come on, when you protests in Europe are 10 times crazier than here.
They're used to getting beat up, so they're like appreciating it from another side. Like they're seeing us get beat up now. Like,
but that's the thing. We're not real. Well, there have been cases of people getting beat up, but not so much.
not really. You
The
don't see
protests
many
have
headlines about that.
Yeah, like then again, they've been hiding a lot of the headlines too. But for the most part, they've respected the fact that it's a peaceful protest. Though they're kind of dickish with all these detours.
That's what it comes down to. The second it's illegal, and it's like, look, it's illegal. You're gonna get broken up. You have to realize that. Like that's just how that shit works.
Look, just don't interrupt my drinking this weekend, please. Like, it's Grand Prix, and this is the first. You understand something too? This is the first weekend in many, many months where I've had both a Saturday and a Sunday off because I usually work on weekends. So I'm taking extreme advantage of the fact that I can be drunk for 48 hours straight.
Man, I would love to see just some like naked hippie with a big beard and dreadlocks just come up and smack your scotch right out of your hand. And put like a red square right where the beer was.
I'm telling you right now, that guy's dead. Like, that guy is dead.
Runs back into the sea of naked protesters.
I will follow the one with the big beard and dreadlocks. I will find you in that sea of naked people.
But there's like plenty of them.
Trust me. You understand something? Like we said, we don't waste alcohol in this city. If you wasted my alcohol, everyone will be on my side to kick your ass. Like plain and simple, man. You just smacked my whiskey out of my hands. You gotta die.
You gotta find me.
I will find you. You're not oiled up, buddy. I'll find you. I'll get you.
Escapes in his Lamborghini back to Grand Prix. I want to see just some tourists just get naked and be like, "Woo, it's a thing to do."
The one thing though, there was a lot of sweet ass, man.
It's always funny in Montreal because you can never tell if they're out of the country.
That's the problem. You're kind of hoping they're tourists, but you're not too sure if they're tourists. You're just like, you have a very tight dress and everything's very curvy.
No, you know, Montreal's like a European city is in its own right.
Yeah.
And so you really can't tell if they're out. You really have to like see their demeanor. Basically, stalk them. Just as a
I'm not stalking anyone.
Well, not stalk, but observe them to see how.
Look, if I can't tell,
2 words away from our third disclaimer.
I'm gonna say hello. I'm gonna listen to how they say hello back, and if I can't tell from that, I'm just gonna walk to the next one. Fucking stalker. What is this, Thursdays?
Thursday.
We're going MILF hunting.
Oh, boy.
No, it was crazy just chilling at Moe's last night for some late night brekkie and just seeing that all the festivities are winding down, all the douchebags with the pop collars coming in.
You know, it's funny, when you said you were going to Moe's, I was like contemplating going there. I was like,
dude, why not? I did not know that place was 24 hours.
I was really thinking, like, I can go for some French toast, a milkshake, some bacon,
dude,
some scrambled eggs and hash browns.
Moe's,
pile it all on the plate.
If we had that shit in NDG, I would never leave this town.
Oh my goodness, we can't have that in NDG.
A 24-hour like breakfast place.
24
yeah,
hour
it's like Cosmos or something like that was 24 hour. Like
they have this nice little cafe, just like a couple blocks from here, that does breakfast. Like they do it breakfast till probably about
Oxford?
3 o'clock. Yeah, I think it's them.
Oxford, yeah, they
go pretty late.
Like 3 or 5.
Yeah, they go pretty late.
But I mean, it's not 24 hours. I mean, like me,
but I mean, like it's the longest running breakfast place.
I'm a night owl through
at a good price.
Like hue speaking, I'm probably the whitest guy you know, just because I don't see the sunlight.
Yeah.
But and I mean, like 3, 4 in the morning. Sometimes I want a fucking meal, and I can't get it.
Yeah, we don't have that much stuff in NDG here. With
not enough 24 hours now.
Yeah, we have a lot of shit in NDG.
Like Dad's Bagels is perfect.
It's great, but I mean, like, yeah, I get some tandoori chicken, but. Yeah.
But I mean, like, considering it's like if you're up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and you want something.
I love that guy. He's Papa A.D.H.D.
Yeah, you could go to Dad's Bagel at 4 o'clock in the morning. Just be like, I'm drunk, and I need that because it looks so scrumptious right now, and it's perfect.
The only thing we have like open 24 hours is like McDonald's, and no one wants McDonald's all the time.
Yeah, and that's the one downtown, and that thing's fucking.
No, Saint Jacques.
Saint Jacques.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one. That's further down though.
Yeah. That's further down.
That's a bit of a walk.
Yeah, no, that is not worth the trek to get to McDonald's. It's like. It's like a journey, and like you arrive all battered and bruised.
Like if you
this is what I journeyed on.
If you live on that side, like if you live close to that area, like Cavendish, or like
but even that,
going into Montreal West area, then I mean that's okay. But
I just wouldn't live there.
I'd rather go to Dad's Bagels.
It's a pretty shitty neighborhood
because I can get a dozen bagels and get like the chicken stuff. And
yeah, tandoori chicken. You can get your eggs there. They got sorbet.
Yeah, a bagel shop that has what?
This is no.
You never been to Dad's Bagels?
It's like an Indian cuisine bagel shop.
Yeah,
where is it again?
They have
best bagels in NDG. Wilson and Sherbrooke.
Shout out to Dad's Bagels. Best bagels
this is just turning into an advertisement for.
It really is.
Any of you guys in NDG or nearby NDG?
Can you tell we're drunk and hungry? Ooh, speaking of which, I think my chicken's done. I will be right back.
Let's continue this. No, I've never been to.
Preheat my pan. Throw some mud in the eye.
No, I've never been to that place.
You see,
where is it? Like.
No, it's it's Wilson. So it's like just past Jouar Park. So basically, like what I'm used to is to working at like a pub every once in a while, and so like you close up at like 3. You chill till about 4, and then where do you go for food when you're drunk and hungry? Dad's Bagel. And you just go down the street, and it's always the same guy who works those nights, so he gets to know you after a while. And like, oh man, he's super generous. He's a super awesome guy, and pretty much all the drunks in the neighborhood know him. Everybody just goes there and has a good time.
I believe
4 or 5 in the morning eating some like spicy chicken.
I think pubs can make a lot more money if they serve breakfast after like 3 o'clock.
There are some pubs that are thinking about that.
You cut off the drinking, and after you serve like breakfast, like food or whatever like that.
It's
for them to sober up. They'll make so much money.
Yeah, logistically speaking, though, it also comes down to like, because when you have, especially when you're a restaurant or a pub or anything like that, to keep those stoves and things going, like that's maintenance, and that's money. So like for every hour that you didn't make any sales, that eats away at you.
I know, but imagine like you have like say like it's a big pub. People want to sober up. So you say cutting off this, people are gonna stay there to eat. To sober up, especially.
Yeah, but like, there's still that thing like you have to cut off at like 3 or 3:15 or something like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, so like for breakfast, nobody's gonna have breakfast at 3 o'clock. If bars went till like 7 in the morning, then by all means.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm not gonna say. I don't mean cut off the bar. Close it then. Like you stop serving alcohol like at 3, and then you start serving like food, and onward from there, like until like let's say 7 or 8, and the whole place closes until. Earlier in the later on in the day time, and opens up again.
By all means, if I could make like a breakfast joint bar, I would fucking do it in a heartbeat.
Oh my goodness! Especially,
I would make that shit right in the heart of Grand Prix.
You have 24-hour service. You won't even have time to close it. You'll just keep going straight over and over and over.
Alright, what did I miss?
Did you turn the oven off?
Yeah. Okay. I pulled your potatoes out.
Thanks.
No, we're talking about a 24. Like if say like pubs, they stop serving drinks at like 3. And they start serving breakfast and stuff right after until like 7 or 8 in the morning.
That'd be sweet ass.
That would be sweet, but you could never guarantee that you're not having your drinks afterwards. So it's like
as long as they keep serving alcohol with breakfast, I'd be okay.
But that's a problem because I don't think you're legally allowed to after 3.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
You can't serve what?
You can't serve alcohol after 3 in the morning.
Well, okay, so you stop it. You stop it at 3. Like you cut off. And start some orange juice and some bacon toast and whatever, and people are gonna go crazy over that.
I would literally go broke if more pubs did that.
I would live there if more pubs did that. I'm saying, like, I would fucking open one.
Because you can literally just, like, you party and don't even need to go home. You just have your breakfast and everything there, and, if you packed up your uniform for work, just go to work right after.
It pains me to say how often I've gone from, like, bars to work.
Drinking,
I remember
just like I can get an hour of sleep, or I can get a head start.
Look, I work at the hospital, and I remember once where I literally had my bag packed and everything. Like after partying, I went straight to the hospital, took a shower at the hospital, found a nice bed to sleep on, and when it was time for my shift, I went down, got my keys and everything, and went to work. Like, dead serious.
Yeah. See, I always look to, like, inspiration. Like, I see it as a challenge, you know, like, after reading All Quiet on the Western Front, if any of you guys ever had to read that shit, and just, like, all this, it's, like, experiences, like, in the trenches, like, day-to-day experiences, and it's like, man, if these guys can go, like, you know, like, 70 hours without sleep, under bombardment, you know, having, like, no food, nothing to keep them company, I can go to work with an empty stomach and drunk off my mind. I can do this. That's my inspiration, and that's...
I can do it for them.
I use it too often as an excuse to drink. But you gotta do what you gotta do. It's Grand Prix week.
But I'm sure a lot of people are doing that now. Like,
do we really need an excuse to drink, though?
Like, well, on Grand Prix weekend,
Montreal has too many. A.D.D. Montreal. It's back at you. It's like, what? You're not drinking? Grand Prix. What? You're not drinking? Beer Fest. What? You're not drinking?
Eurocup. Eurocup. NHL. NBA.
yeah, man, it's excuse to drink.
It's my birthday.
It's like, you're not drinking? Just for laughs. You're not drinking?
The bar's open. Why aren't you drinking?
Yeah.
Montreal's economy literally runs on beer.
Nuit Blanche. You're not drinking?
It's true. It runs on beer. Imagine if there was
Film
like,
Fest. You're not drinking? Comic-Con. You're not drinking?
There's always an
ADD.
excuse to drink.
imagine if there was no beer, Quebecers would die instantly. Like, just drop on the streets.
I would cry.
I can't drink beer anymore. That has not affected how much I can drink. Actually, in quite the opposite.
Like, the moment...
Considering, like, I only drink shit that's, like, 15 or above percent. Yeah.
Like, the moment a Quebecer hears there's no more Labatt 50 in the province, there'll be mass suicides and everything going on.
You gotta understand, weekends like this let us know how much we love our alcohol. I mean, the tourists love our alcohol, man.
Granted, it's overpriced.
You understand, too.
It's good.
People from Ontario will come here the second they turn 18 to drink with us, man.
Mm-hmm.
People from the States, when they turn 18, come up here to drink with us.
Yep.
It's not because it's the 18 and over you can start drinking thing, though it helps. It's because we got some good party life and some good alcohol.
Yeah, I have tons of friends and family in Hamilton and around, like, around Ontario that they come up here regularly just, like, to drink. It's like, oh, you came to visit me? Come to drink. Let's go.
Yeah. People will just come here to party and drink.
Montreal is like Eastern Canada's Vegas. You go there for the party.
I can agree with that. Yeah. There's strip clubs everywhere. Like, everywhere you go, there's a
You don't
strip
pay
club.
for them.
Yeah, you go in, all you have to do is literally buy a drink, and you can sit there and look at all the tits you want.
Yeah.
As long as you buy a drink.
No, that's really what it comes down to. I think Montreal is the Vegas of Canada.
Yeah, 100%. I can 100% agree with that.
You go there to party.
Our casino's not as good, but...
No, you go there to party, you come back with a memory or no memory at all. One of the two.
Usually no memory.
So it's like a Vegas.
I would like to see what
You
Vegas
come back with,
like.
like, your bank account is shot.
You can literally go through $500
You lose a friend.
in 2 hours. Not even second guessing it.
Let's hope they make The Hangover 3 in Montreal.
Yeah.
See?
That's what I'm saying, man. That's where
They'd all
die.
I'm quite sure they'd all die. Like, Hell's Angels would fuck them up.
That's what it comes down to. Chang would work for the Hells Angels.
That would be
all that
You want to
cocaine.
fuck on me?
Oh, good times.
Montreal's a pretty tight city.
I'm so happy.
You never realize it until you actually, like, do something like this and sit back and realize that, man, Montreal's fucked.
You forgot one thing, La Ronde, not drinking.
I've still never been to La Ronde.
You've never been...
You don't drink at Laurent?
No, like, a lot of people, no, I don't drink at La Ronde.
I drink at Laurent all the time. The rides are so much better when you're drunk.
I could take every single ride except that teacup ride. I don't know if that's turning in circles thing that makes me dizzy quicker than like the whole big loops on the roller
It's
coasters.
like, I grew up in Ontario, so, like, we had Canada's Wonderland.
Yeah, you guys have Wonderland.
We had some cool shit.
We have Six Flags.
Yeah, Six Flags took over Laurent.
Yes, it actually got better since.
Yeah. No, they put out some good rides. The problem is each wait is like 2 fucking hours long.
Unless you have to pay for like the vouchers to get.
You guys got a water park?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Super Aqua Club,
Super Club and
Calypso.
No,
Calypso's in Ontario.
But did Laurent have a water park though?
No.
Okay, because like Wonderland, like it has its own water park.
They have a water ride, but I mean, who
We
the
have a
fuck
slide called the
uses
Black
that?
Hole.
Yeah, Calypso isn't like Ontario, but it's like maybe like an hour away.
Calypso?
Yeah, it's not that
Calypso, it's
It's like right on the close to the border.
Yeah, it's a big water park. I've never been yet.
I'm actually going this year, like 100% going.
I haven't been to Aqua Club. I've never been to Super Aqua Club either.
Really?
Nah. Because I don't know.
It's a good place to flaunt your stuff. You know, you put on your nicest swimsuit and
Shrinkage.
never a problem.
Black bastard.
I work it. I work the shrinkage.
I'm a grower, I swear.
I'm just a little cold, baby.
Keep me warm.
Maybe you can warm it up with your hands.
You ever learn to light a fire without a match?
It's horrible.
Wait, we had a topic?
We were supposed to talk about Grand Prix. But it slowly became Montreal appreciation.
You know what? I mean, I've always had mixed feelings. When I first came to Montreal, like, I was like, what the fuck? I just walked into a civil war. Like, there's some, like, bureaucratic civil war going on between the English and the French, and nobody around me seemed to know it, except for other people who came from outside of the province. And, I don't know, like, after a while, like, I was only supposed to come here for, like, a few years just to do my education and then go back to Hamilton. But, you know, I had to have that conversation with my mom, just like, I'm not going back. Even though I still, to this day, cannot passively speak French, I still stay.
But that's the thing about Montreal. You don't, even though they force it down your throat here, you don't need French to be here.
No, like, Montreal is very much the only bilingual city in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Well,
there's some places.
I was gonna say there's some places down east that are very much like that too, but the government doesn't shove it down your throat as much in New Brunswick either. That's more of like a friendly thing.
And you know, that's why it's so, the bilingual side of them is so preferable.
Because it's not a legislative thing; it's more of a social thing.
It's like if you come here as an immigrant, they're not forcing your family into French school. Whereas in Quebec, it's like, oh, you're an immigrant, French. Why?
Yeah.
You know?
That's dictatorship.
That's a whole other podcast we should not talk because I will go on a fucking rant. But no, Montreal appreciation definitely. And I will say, I agree. Montreal has ADD. It is the ADD city. Just like
there's always something to do.
This festival. Now this. How about a protest? Let's go over here.
There was always something to do in Montreal.
It's the Robin Williams of Canada.
Yeah. What? They protest the movie? How about a festival? You don't know the festival. This festival's got this festival.
No, but I love this city. Like,
infinite cosmic power.
Born and raised, and I love this place. Beautiful women.
Yeah, even man.
So much to do. Nightlife.
Go back to Hamilton, man. It's just like
nice people. Like, you know,
all the pretty people. They like, you know, they congregate to a place like Montreal, and it's so true. And you don't realize it until people come outside from like small town like Ontario.
Look,
or
put it like this:
Winnipeg, and like,
people
wow,
think
so many
Montrealers aren't nice. We're all a bunch of pricks. We have bad roads and bad drivers. Tell you what, man. Look, our roads are shit. Our drivers are probably the best drivers in Canada because if you can drive on these roads, you can drive anywhere. That is a fucking fact.
If you ever go to Toronto, you can spot a Montreal driver from a mile away.
They're actually doing well.
Driving over the curb to get to
No, that's probably a female driver, but
no,
that's not.
Separate podcast.
But honestly, like, you go to other places, like across Canada, especially in America, it's like Montreal is a very, very good city. It really is.
I have to say, man, it has everything you need, and I just really wish it wasn't under the Quebec government.
It's the French.
It's being held down, man. It's like
not so much the French, because I love the French.
No, it's not that. What it is,
I love the French, but
it's that genius. It's that genius child. It's like that. What's that?
Some of the things of privilege or something like that.
No, it's that story that's told over and over again. Like Harry Potter had that quip, and then there's like what was that? That movie about like the little girl. She's like some genius kid. Has like some magical powers, but she's in really shitty school.
Oh yeah, with what is it? The short midget man is her dad. Yeah. I know what you're talking about, and she was reading the books, and she was like, "Yeah, I know what you're talking about." I can't remember the movie, but I seen it.
So Montreal is that kid where it's like so much potential that is just held back by the dumbass fucking
the government.
The parents that are just holding it back, burying it in legislation, creating some kind of like English-French civil bureaucratic war. And Montreal, if it could just thrive as its own thing, whether it was part of, I don't know, Manitoba, Ontario, just not anything but Quebec legislation as it is. I mean, that's the one reason why I support these protests right now, is because it's become less about the tuition hikes for me and more just about Quebec government's bullshit.
Matilda, that's the name. Matilda.
There you go. Montreal is the Matilda of Canada.
Yeah. Look, like, and I tell people all the time, like, this is a great city. It's just, its runners, the people that control it, are fucking it up.
A lot of greedy people.
Quebec as a whole is great.
Every city, every government's going to have that shit. But Montreal, we have
Quebec as a whole, though. It's like there's just so much. It's like we could be 5 or 10 steps ahead of so many other areas. Like not just in Canada, but in the States, in Europe. Like we could be so far ahead because of how much we have.
Yeah.
I mean, how many cities do you know where, even though like you have white people, black people, Indians, Asian, Europeans, like Spanish, no matter what type of ethnicity you are, in Montreal you can find that. You can find your community of people, you know, and you can
it's
find
not cliquey, and that's what I like.
Exactly. It's not even like, I mean, there are times where you could literally just live in that community of people, but you can still branch out and be accepted anywhere. Yeah. You know, like.
And that's what I like.
There's not many cities like that. There's not many places like that.
When you grow up with it, it's not something that you think about. And
it's only till you go out and you see other situations. Because I mean, like, there's a city I love, New York, and it's like I have family that lives in Brooklyn. But when I'm down there, it's like I notice the fact that it's mostly black people around. Mm-hmm. Because I live in Montreal, where it's not.
It's funny you notice that. I would notice that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, it's like because being used to Montreal, where you see all races in all places, type of thing.
Yeah.
Like you notice that. It's like, wow, I am surrounded by a lot of black people,
yeah.
And not to say it's negative or anything, but it's that understanding.
Oh no, like I mean, like
there's less diversity.
White people feel that too when you go to like a suburb or something like that.
Yeah,
and you go to a suburb and you're just like, really? I haven't seen like a single non-white person in this entire neighborhood, and like for me, like not even necessarily. It's like it does make me feel uncomfortable because there is some kind of segregation. Because naturally, if everything was equal, that would never happen.
But it's like
again, we are approaching different podcast episodes. That'd be a good topic just about.
It's all on Montreal appreciation, though.
That very much is it, because I remember when I came here, I had the option to go to, well, not a private school because I was dead broke, but like just like specific schools, and I was like, no, I want the classic high school experience because like I want to just be thrown into the mix and then just grow the fuck up. Like that was my thinking about it. And I see so many people talking about like, no, I prefer private school and all that. And I had this one ex where the biggest argument we ever had, we were talking about hypothetical children and like whether or not we would send them to like a private or public school, and I said public school. And that was the biggest argument we ever had. And I was like, no, I would rather like my kid hang around with a bunch of different ethnicities and smoke a joint at 13 than only having experienced that at 23.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Private schools?
And apparently that was a fire alarm.
Like private schools, people look at it like, oh, you're paying more money, you're getting this type of education, so that, but
it's the same education.
Exact same education.
Yeah, the education is where you want to find it. Like, if you want to learn, you're gonna fucking learn. It's the same textbooks.
Yeah, especially in this day and age where, look, I know it's crazy to say this, but you can find all information you want on Google. It's really not a fucking joke. Mm-hmm. You want to learn algebra now at this age? You can learn algebra now at this age.
No, they kept banging shit like being the internet as a source. But they did a study, I think like 2-3 years ago, that was like people nowadays are more generally educated than ever before with the same education. It's because of the internet.
Because you can go online. There's anything you don't know, you search it.
Yeah. Like I was watching the first season of Rome, and it's like, what's a predator? And then you fucking Wikipedia that shit.
Wikipedia, or just put it in the Google search engine, and you will get countless amount of lists of what a predator is.
What's the history of the word prefect?
That's one thing that irks me about school is that, when your teachers always say, oh, you can't use like Wikipedia or anything as a source or anything like that.
I always love the teachers who said like, you know what, go, but check the sources.
Check the sources, Make sure that the sources are legit. Because a lot of times, Wikipedia is the most helpful thing because you'll have actual professors who go on there and make sure whatever information in their field is being put out there is actually correct. And there's updates, they edit it and all that stuff. But yeah, occasionally you'll have somebody who just made a page and said, elephants come from Mars and their ears are actually small.
That's so rare.
But I mean, it's so rare these days because there's so many people that check it and be like, wait, this doesn't make sense, and they'll make the edits.
The easy thing is, like, if only one page says that. If 2, 4, or 14 pages say that, then you'll have to like start second guessing. But if only one page says that,
you'll know. But that's what I mean. It's just that type of.
That's why I always give respect to like computer teachers who actually knew their shit, because like they were always ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
They always knew what was coming, and yeah, you had to get with the times, man.
Sure.
Then you start playing Unreal Tournament in class.
No, the thing that bothers me though is like, you know, it just says, oh, you have to come up with an original idea. You can't quote anything. You can't take this. I'm like, how could I not quote anything? Everyone has said everything already.
Yeah.
You can't make up stuff anymore. You have to. At one point, you have to copy. You can't come up with anything.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point, because just like as an artist myself, and like a lot of times I think about like whether it's writing or drawing or designing, everything has inspiration, and there's a very, very, very fine line between inspiration and plagiarism.
Yeah.
And it's the people who like, you know, take and they take an idea and they pretend to be their own, or there's people who are inspired by something and make something out of it. And that's, yeah, again, a whole other topic, but and I mean, that's all it is, because even the people who come up with these grandiose original topics, you have to be inspired by something, because if you don't know something, how are you to ever come up with that image in your head? There is literally no way. And like, if you took it, like, there is no original fantasy, for example, because Tolkien came up with everything. And he came up with everything. He came up with everything by basically just modernizing fairy tales. He just basically added like cohesion. So like, he took like some random fairy tale that had some moral, and he's like, oh, I kind of like this part. And then he found a way to assimilate it into his world. And that's all anybody ever does.
He just couldn't get rid of character shielding.
And like,
thank you, George R.R. Martin.
What, plot armor?
Plot armor, yeah, fuck.
That's true. Like, yeah, Tolkien's character survived everything.
Frodo should have died.
He kind of did, though.
Morally, he died. Mentally,
no. Did you read the books? Though?
Yeah, I read the books.
He died.
He died after he got across.
No, the whole Grey Havens thing.
Yeah,
that's happening.
Okay, we are so off topic.
Grand Prix.
Well, you're right. A.D.H.D.
The 80s in Montreal,
right?
We are obviously all from Montreal.
Yeah, obviously.
You just forgot.
The Hamilton kid is from Montreal.
Yeah, I can say I'm from Hamilton. Like, I feel weird saying I'm from Hamilton now. I'm just.
You're one of us.
Yeah. I have full blown Montreal ADD right now.
It's a cat.
Looking out the window. Festival.
Kitten mittens.
Is it a protest? How about another festival? Just for laughs? Let's go to Just for Laughs.
Oh man.
So what else is going on? Grand Prix. Actually, the race is actually tomorrow on. No.
Oh yeah, they have races too. I don't even.
Well, what do you think Grand Prix is about?
I know, but like, when it
you
comes
think it's just hot women and hot cars?
Yeah,
that's not what it's about.
As far as I've seen, I haven't seen a fucking race.
Hot cars, hot women, and alcohol. Grand Prix weekend.
I've been here for a dozen years.
And there's a race.
I think that's the least of everything.
Oh, we don't give a fuck about
Who cares about the race, really?
We just want to see the hot chicks, the hot cars, and as much alcohol as we can put in our system in 48 hours.
And I work like 3 blocks from these races, and I still like out of sight, out of mind.
Honestly, you should be able to see it out from your window from your work.
I probably could. Actually, no. We have a really shitty floor. We have like a balcony.
Just go on the ceiling, go on the roof, and get your binoculars. You'll see everything perfect.
It's so sad.
Yeah,
the race is the least. Nobody
really cares. It's the festival.
Yeah, it's the festival.
It's the life. It's the life that comes to the city. Yeah. That's what we anticipate. Because anytime you hear anybody say Grand Prix weekend, there's a 98.9% chance that they are going downtown to get drunk.
Yeah, no, it's like a red carpet event, right? Nobody really gives a shit about the movie you're going to see. Mm-hmm. It's all about like having the party beforehand.
How you look in those pictures while you walk on that red carpet.
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
That's what makes them the money.
I'm wearing this person's suit or I'm wearing this person's dress. It costs this much money that nobody's going to be willing to pay. That's that. And then they walk inside and they watch the movie and they go about their business.
Yeah.
And you just pray that Christina Hendricks got fired and now she's working at Grand Prix.
Oh.
Christina Hendricks, one of the best.
That is some type of prayer.
I've never seen Mad Men, but I know who she is.
You don't need to see Mad Men.
She's in Firefly too.
But I heard she's a
She was
fake
in
redhead.
Firefly.
She's not a real redhead.
No, she was originally blonde, I think.
I know she was in this.
That hurts it for me too. I know.
No, that's okay with
Calm
me.
down, man.
I like me some blonde. That's okay.
I like me redheads and brunettes.
I remember her. She was in this MTV show. This old MTV show. It was kind of like semi-softcore porn shit, whatever. It was on MTV. I can't remember the name of the show, but it was like when Undergrads was on. It was like when the same time when Undergrads came on.
Huh, I don't know who that is, but I know in Firefly. I didn't know who she was back then. But like, there's a scene where neither of you seen Firefly?
Yeah,
I've seen it.
Okay. Anyway, so there's like the captain is like he's holding her down because he finds out like who she is, and like you just see like tits like bulging out like as she's breathing, and I'm like, who is this woman? And like she had a few even in like just it was only one season, but she showed up like a few times, and I saw her in Mad Men after, and she became like a huge star. Oh. And I was just like, man, like there's that woman.
Because she became a reminder of what female beauty is, you know? It's not the skinny anorexic.
Watch the entire season of, like, the one season. It wasn't even a full fucking season. Fuck you, Fox. of Firefly.
The 14 mixed up episodes.
Oh, you want an introduction? Fuck it. Here's episode 3. But, no, watch that. New appreciation for Christina Hendricks.
That body. That is how a female should look.
It should, but like she was mentioning something recently about like she can't go to like red carpets as much because
the something about like popping out.
No, it's like the dress size. Like nobody will loan her a dress.
What?
Yeah, because she has like an actual form.
Like most women in America. Actually, no. Most women in America are beasts.
I'm not a fan of the model figure. That whole like skinny, tall mosquito bite boobies. I don't know.
No. I want to see some bubbies. I want to see some ass.
Jubbies.
Some nice thighs. Jubbies. Give me some curves.
Actually, off topic yet again. Who fucking cares at this point? I read it. Montreal A.D.D. That's the name of the episode. There was a study actually that they were wondering why like boob size is basically evolving, and there's a study that was it has nothing to do with fertility because a woman with small boobs or big boobs has nothing to do with providing milk. Like it's always going to be the same.
That's common knowledge.
And what they said is actually because of the missionary position. There's a theory going around that because like ever since I started doing missionary, which was actually quite a while ago, that like for any animals, like the attraction thing, like some creatures that they do their dance or they have like some premise that they have like the big balls, whatever. For women of the primate family that we evolved from, it was because the missionary position became so common that the titties basically became that enticing factor because that's what you're looking at, and like because it has nothing to do with fertility. So there's really no benefit of having big boobies other than like
give me a boner.
Exactly, like a butterfly with like nice wings or whatever, like doing a nice dance. Like it became like a mating ritual thing to have big boobs.
But I'm an ass guy, so that whole boob thing.
See, you're a primate. You gotta evolve, dude. Evolve into the titties.
What can I do with tits?
You have to give
smack them, suck on them, put my face in between them, and do the motorboat sound while
you have to give
tweaking the nipples. That's about it. But the ass, when you're pounding, you get to grab that, you smack that. It looks nice when it jiggles.
Yeah, you just did a 3 for 3.
It's right next to the vagina.
Yeah.
Right next to the vagina. I'm spending most of my time on the vagina. So yeah, I want what's right there to look good.
Yeah, but when you're doing mission, you grab that shit like handlebars and you just pound away.
No, I grab her shoulders or her hair. Or I grab her hips. I'm not grabbing her. Like, to wrap around and grab her tits? That's less power. I want more power going to the thrust.
One hand on the titty, one hand on the shoulder.
Nah, that's too much work. Because now it's like I'm getting half power. It's like I got one hand on her shoulder. Now I'm like reaching under while I'm trying to thrust. It's like it's an awkward feel. You know, I'd rather just put the hands on my.
Dude's like he's doing the Kamehameha.
Yeah, literally, that's what it's like. I'm spirit bombing right now. Like, fuck that shit, man. I'm trying to.
Oh, I am spirit bombing.
You know, like I want to, grab the hips. Smack some ass, grab some booty cheeks.
I want to smack some titty.
I'll smack some titty when she's riding me. That's good, but like when you're doing other positions, it's like I'm not particularly a fan of missionary. I think it's a pretty crappy position, to be honest with you.
If you're strong enough, it's fucking glorious.
If you're strong enough, that's your reasoning. If you're strong enough,
dude, I
find that's the position I'd rather do when I'm drunk.
Yeah, grab them from up under, beneath, grab a titty, so they're pretty much not even touching the bed anymore, and then you don't even move your waist. Just for anybody listening to this, I'm making a motion with my arms.
So you're just rubbing her tits against your chest?
No. I'm pulling like a giant fleshlight, basically. Think of that way.
That's fucking... Why? But why? That just seemed... Like, that defeats... You want to see the tits. You want to see them bounce.
I like to grab them.
Screw that shit. Ass.
I like the feel. I'm all about the feel.
Like, we are so off topic.
Montreal A.D.D.
It's hard, man.
We could have an entire podcast about.
We could talk about tits
positions
for the rest of our life.
It's a harsh reality.
Should we just do that? Should we just all get like shit-faced drunk and just talk about positions for an entire episode?
Nah. Need girls for that. That'll sound too awkward.
Fuck awkward.
Who cares? I'm drunk.
I'm having my bottle of red wine out of my Avengers cup.
I'm here drinking Johnny Walker's Double Black.
I am not drinking anything.
Because Jason is Jason.
Because he's hungover.
Nah, I'm not hungover, man. I'm just tired.
I have to drink with Tony Stark.
That's usually me when I'm hungover.
Nah, when I'm hungover, I have a huge headache.
See, when I'm hungover, I drink again.
I have nothing at home to drink.
It's good to drink when you're hungover, man.
I don't have I have the hard stuff at home, and not like beer and stuff. That's what we had all last night.
Yeah, all I drink is the hard stuff now. I can't drink beer anymore, clinically speaking. So.
Yeah, I probably should stop beer. I don't want to get a huge beer gut like this. I'm not.
It's so weird when you see those guys that are super skinny. They just have that giant.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, that's a bit too much.
Stop drinking.
You got that one guy who works for me. That was hilarious. Anyway, off topic. Grand Prix.
What more can I say? Oh man. So
Thanks.
Grand Prix weekend.
Grand Prix. Euro bitches, Euro trash, fanny packs, ponytails.
Well, I think we can honestly say that we just enjoyed our pre-drink.
There's more pre-drink than beer fest now?
I'm staying in tonight.
Oh, I'm totally going to beer fest and I'm going to get trashed. And then after that, I'm probably going to hit up St. Laurent and whatever happens, happens. Let the nightlife take me. Beer fest.
So it wasn't that bad. I mean, there's plenty of party to go around considering I was walking back from downtown last night and I was stone cold sober. And I was the only one.
But you can still have so much fun, man. That's what I love about this place.
Just fool around with the drunk people. You could just fuck with their minds. It's real.
It's too easy, man.
I did it to our friend last night. I pulled some Jedi mind tricks on him.
Oh yeah?
Good shit. You know a person's drunk when you pull some Jedi mind tricks and they actually do it. You will go talk to that girl and grab her ass at the same time. I will do that.
It's horrible.
You will buy me another drink. I think I will. He's been drinking Jamie's and Coke. Get him another one.
I just had for first time. What was that drink? Newcastle. The Newcastle beer. It's the greatest beer I've ever tasted in my life.
Never had that before?
Never.
It's good shit.
My friend from England told me about it. He said, "You should have it. It's the greatest thing ever."
Before I can clinically not drink beer before, I was a huge beer aficionado. Now I'm all about whiskey, scotch, wine.
I am currently
gin.
rubbing my Johnny Walker bottle up against my beard. And this is one of the best feelings I've ever had in the world.
I have to tell you, man, bring some scotch camping. If you ever go camping, do not skip on the alcohol. Because that will just make it so glorious. I've never ate or drank.
Who goes camping sober? Have you ever tried to make a fire sober? It's boring. Do it when you're drunk. It's the best experience you ever have in your life.
We'll singe out some eyebrows in the process.
It'll be worth it.
Dude,
Eyebrows grow back.
I was never so like. He's like, when you go camping, you're just like, yeah, we're gonna live like the people did back in the day. And it's like, fuck that. I never ate better, smoked better, tripped better, drank better than I have while camping.
Had some shrooms, huh?
Oh yeah.
You gotta have some shrooms when you go out camping.
I remember just being like, no wait.
As long as you don't have that one person who goes.
I was totally that guy. Just like, dude, like, how much do you
Oh,
got?
Jason's here.
How much you got? I gotta trip out before I start drawing tonight. I want to get some like good art done. It's like, alright, cool, man. I got like 5 grams. Dude, just give it to me now. Cause like, sun's going down.
Alright, guys, let's wrap this up because the Beer Fest people are paging me. Paging me? No, texting me. Why did I say
Wow.
Wow,
Who the fuck has a pager?
You're
I
right.
have been drinking. I have been drinking, guys.
Page. No, I haven't heard that word.
It's one of those days.
Since like the
Since Breaker High.
since breaking.
It's one of those days I have to write on a piece of paper, hi, my name is Matthew, I live on this street.
Do you like me, yes or no? With a checkbox.
There should be $20 in this folded piece of paper. Please, bring me to the closest cab.
Alright, let's end this up. Another good episode, I find. Even though it's A.D.D. Very much.
A.D.D. Montreal on Grand Prix weekend, you can't go wrong.
I have to say, like, both of you guys are born and raised in Montreal, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I'm not born and raised in Montreal, but I definitely have that Montreal ADD.
It's the liquor, man. It's the liquor. It does that to you.
We like to say we implant stuff in people, but really, once you drink our alcohol, it changes you. You've been to PJ's before, so yeah, definitely, you've been changed.
Once you live in fucking Montreal for a while, you realize that there really is no settling down. It's just full on A.D.H.D. all throughout. Festivals, drinking, magic,
You will have so much fun.
comedy.
That's why one of the only cities I think Robin Williams is so funny. It's true, I don't like Robin Williams.
Infinite cosmic power!
I think I'm gonna go out in what I'm wearing, minus the jeans. I'm gonna change my jeans.
Alright, so let's wrap this up. Thanks for listening, people.
I'm drunk.
Bottle episode.
Let's go to Beer Fest. Let's go to Beer Fest. Let's get drunk.
New episode every Sunday on iTunes, on Facebook. Email us if you have any questions, anything like that. Then,
Like, why the fuck did we do a bottle episode?
yeah.
Why did we do a bottle episode?
And have fun on your weekend. We're having fun on our weekend, and yeah, that's all. I'm not that good.
Jason's so hungry.
Matthew, Zach, and Jason on Sunday.
Drinking wine out of Avenger cups on Sunday.
Alright, that's it.
Matthew, Zach, and Jason on a Sunday.
Alright. So we're gonna see you all next week Sunday, and
Evil Zach
fun
drinking
till
wine
then.
on a Sunday.
Oh, and one other thing is, everyone who listens in Montreal, I'm actually doing the barbecue.
I'll shut up about your barbecue.
Wait, what?
Huh? No, my.
Hey, you're not paying me to advertise for you.
Hey!
Oh, you totally just farted. I'm not even that drunk.
Every end is red wine. It's probably gonna melt my computer. Alright, peace out, people. We'll see you all next week. Peace.